Hey everyone. So I have some cool new announcements to make. Um, so at the beginning of the year, I remember saying how a goal of mine this year was to take my, streaming career a little bit more seriously, take the next step and do some things that I probably should have done in the past. Well, over the last month and a half, I we've been working on that. Around the turn of the new year, a viewer reached out to me. His name's LOL Joshi. It's spelled how it sounds. He reached out to me and it was like, he's a very talented graphic designer, and he suggested, it's like, are you interested in some branding ideas that I have? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So for the last month and a half, he's been creating some stuff for me, and I want you guys to take a look at it, because I've already changed some banners and profiles and stuff, and I want you guys to see it and let me know what you think. So here's what it looks like. So this is kind of, this is like my new logo, and these are examples of like how they would appear in banners. So the logo is basically, this is a certain font, but the logo is basically the C for caliber with a crosshair, to symbolize my accurate aiming, or lack thereof in the daily runs, and then a bullet going this way, opening up where the C would be. And I think this is really cool, and I've already put it in a couple spots already. He's also made some offline banners for me, so my Twitch channel offline banner, I think this looks really, really cool. And I've put my new logo in like where my avatar profile is. I still have it on some of them, and this is what it looks. This is a banner that I've put on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch so far. And yeah, again, it's the logo's right here, but it has my name in a certain font, and there's like a bullet line going through, and then some social media logos below it. Now, I've used this for a very, very long time, and the whole reason I've used that is, well, again, I'm not a graphic designer, so I couldn't come up with anything better, but it was more of a reflection on my style of streaming. A lot of people today now, the louder they are, that just means it's funny, or the reactions, something happens. Did you guys see that? What? Guys! I've never really been about that. My style has always been more a lack of a reaction. So if something weird happens, whether in any game or Last of Us and speedrunning, it's more just... That's always been my style. I think a straight face, playing it straight, is just funnier. The lack of the reaction, I think has always been funnier. Maybe I get that from old Leslie Nielsen movies or something, but I don't know. So I've always used... Sorry, Discord's... OBS is in the way. I've always used this for my profile picture, and I might still use it for some of them, but as you see, I've replaced it with the new logo, and I think it really pops. I want to know what you guys think. Like, maybe I could put this everywhere, but then leave it like this for Discord maybe, or maybe on Twitter where like I'm not working there. Like maybe I could use this for the places where I work, and then this for my social medias or something. I don't know, but yeah. Now these aren't the only things he's created. Something I always wanted as first of all, let me know what you guys think of them. You can go to my Twitch or my YouTube to see the updated stuff, and let me know what you think of them. Now, like I was saying, those aren't the only things that he made for me. He also made, well, he's made a lot of things. He made me a new stream intro. He made me an intermission screen. And he also made like a transition when I switch scenes on OBS. I won't show them here, but I will show them on the next live stream. They're very, very cool. He put a lot of time into it. But he also made two other things for me. He made, I've always sort of wanted an intro to my YouTube videos. You know, I've always been a believer in beauty in simplicity, but that doesn't mean you should be lazy. You know, I've neglected the simple things as well. A lot of YouTubers, not all of them, but a lot of them, with regards to the ones that have good gameplay, have a little maybe 6 or 7 second intro animation thing. Well, he made one for me, and I will show it here. Just imagine a video of mine starts up, and then you get this. And then the video starts. Isn't that cool? Is that not cool? No, I wouldn't use it for everything. Like a video like this where I'm just talking to you. I make those from time to time. I don't think that would fit. But for non-daily runs, non-just talking videos like no return PBs or new world records or clips of the month or something else that I decide to make, I think that would be, I think it's cool. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Now that also means I would need an outro, some kind of video outro. I think would also be cool. The idea that I had, and he came up with a really good one, is I talked about this before, but I didn't like officially announce it. I made a Patreon. Now, I haven't paid I made it at the beginning of January, not knowing what I would do with it. There's the updated logo and the banner. It looks really cool here. Again, let me know what you guys think of it if you want my face back. Although, I don't think so. It looks cool. And I think you guys will get used to it. Anyway, Patreon. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it. You know, a lot of people have a Patreon. And it allows people, just content creators, to offer special perks that you couldn't offer in other places, like live streaming sites like Twitch and YouTube and stuff. And I've been thinking for the last month and a half, because I have felt a little guilty. I made it. I made paid options, and I haven't paid attention to it yet. It's because I've been thinking and setting all of this up as well. What do I want to do with it? And I think I settled on something. I have 2 tiers that I made, and things are subject to change. But you know, because I thought of it, people pay for Twitch subscriptions, YouTube memberships, bits and gifting subs and gifted memberships and all that, and super chats. What would be the incentive to also support a Patreon? Because I don't take receiving people's money lightly. You gotta give back. You know, it's people's hard-earned money in this economy. You know, you gotta give something worthwhile back. And you know, the sites that you support on, you do get things back. You get badges, you get emotes, you get exclusion from slow mode, you get included in sub-only mode or something, you get ad-free viewing. There are reasons to do that. But what would be the reason to support a Patreon? And I thought of it, and what I came up with is more behind-the-scenes stuff, more personal stuff, more IRL stuff. Basically, offline stuff. So let's see what I came up with here. I've made 2 posts so far, just letting people know what I want to do with it. But I have 2 membership tiers. I have I can call them something else too. Nothing's set in stone. But I have a tier 1 and a tier 2. One $3 a month, one $6 a month. The first one is more, and this is also looking at what other content creators do with their Patreon page, and I just sort of take a page out of their book with regards to it. So this is an introductory tier for someone who just wants to show support, and I came up with have your name listed at the end of YouTube videos and able to view posts that I make. And some posts that I'm thinking of are, you know, if I go to visit my dad for a day, maybe I can post, do you have a question you want me to ask him? And I can video him answering that question, and I can post it. Or I can just take a picture of somewhere I go, like if I'm visiting my sister or something, I can take a selfie with her or something. Something where, like, and I look at it from this perspective. If my favorite content creator had a Patreon, what would they offer that I would support? And I think it would just be more behind the scenes stuff. So that's kind of what I want to offer, because I don't get too personal. If you noticed on my social medias like Twitter and Instagram and even Discord, I don't share that much. It's not that I'm not active. There are some things I just prefer not to share. And some others may be more willing to, be more outgoing or extroverted in that regard. But I've always just preferred to have a personal life. But also over the last year or so, I have grown to very much dislike social media. I've become one of those people. I think we all have, but especially lately. I don't like social media at all. I don't post really anywhere anymore except my Discord. But I think this would be basically I want to treat my Patreon almost as a social media. As an incentive to support, I will give you some behind the scenes stuff. And I have another tier right here, tier 2. You get all the benefits of tier 1. You'll be able to view certain YouTube videos a day or two earlier than everyone else. Not all videos, just some. Like, again, the clips of the month, maybe a no return video, some videos a day or two early, and access to a once-a-month Q&A live stream. I've seen how to set it up, and I think it's really cool. It would basically be no gameplay, no nothing. It'd be this, and I think it would take place on YouTube. There's a way to do it on YouTube. If you're a tier 2 member, once a month, maybe twice a month if it goes well, just Q&A, just chit-chatting, literally just chatting. And there obviously wouldn't be as many people, but that kind of brings me back to when my streaming career first started and how it was a little more personable. You could get to know people a little bit better when there were less there. When, viewership starts to creep into the thousands, it's harder to treat people as individuals when you're getting just message after message after message. Sometimes you gotta ignore some and acknowledge others. And it reminds me of my college experience. I went to Rutgers where there are 50,000 students. You were a number. You couldn't be an individual. You were just a number. And, as my stream has grown, that's unfortunately been the case with, being able to form any relationship with a potential good viewer. Sometimes they get lost in the mix. So doing a Q&A session, no gameplay, no playing, just chatting. You have a question for me, I can answer it in-depthly, or yeah, something like that. So yeah, I'm going to start doing that on Patreon very, very soon. Very soon. And if you're wondering where the link is to the Patreon, because my mother is a Patreon supporter. She's like, I tried to find it, but I didn't know where to go. You got to make it more visible. So I did change up all of my descriptions in my YouTube videos. They're a lot more obvious to know what to look for. So I have a link tree that literally takes you to everything. But also I have links paid out here. A YouTube membership link. There's the Patreon link, a donation link, Twitch, Discord, pretty much everything right below it. So yeah, this is more because my own mother didn't know where to go for certain things. So now anything you want is literally in the description of every one of my videos. Now, before I went off on that tangent on Patreon, I was talking about a YouTube outro. A lot of YouTubers, they have a thank you Patreon supporters for their sort of outro, and I figured I would do the same. So this is what Joshi came up with, and this is just a rough draft. It's not finalized just yet, but like it doesn't have names yet. But my editor and thumbnail maker, Matt, he would supply the names and have them scroll at the end. But this is what he came up with. And then right there, they would scroll from bottom to top. And then that would be included at the end of every video, like the ones I mentioned. So yeah, that's just about everything. Joshy was a joy to work with. He extremely talented graphic designer. He said he had never worked with a streamer before, but he was a big fan of mine, so he decided to reach out. And he's been an absolute joy to work with. He's extremely professional, and he made some really, really good work. He would make something I would maybe offer maybe a slight tweak, and he came back with something that was just perfect. Yeah, I'll leave some links of his in a pinned comment for this video. And he gets credit, like I mentioned, he also made a new stream intro, which I think you guys will like. He made a new thing of a scene transition, which I'll show off in the live stream. Can't show everything. And he also made a new intermission screen, which I think is really, really cool. So yeah, that's just about everything. Let me know what you guys think of like the banner design, the offline screen, and the logo. If you want me to use that logo everywhere, the picture of my face can still be used in emotes, you know. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And this is something I should have done like quite a long time ago, over the course of like a year or two, but instead I jammed it all into a month and a half. So if I've been maybe a little bit absent on stream, like if I've been a little absent with like the number of streams I've been doing the last month and a half, we've been putting time into this. Again, also talking with Matt on what exactly I want out of an editor or thumbnail maker and stuff. It's stuff I should have done a long time ago, but we all crammed it into a month and a half. So yeah, and I'm tired. Noticing bags under my eyes. They weren't there before. Whatever. I will also mention, I'll end the video with a couple other things. I know I didn't make a weight loss video for the month of February, and it's mainly because for January and the last 2 months, I have done nothing to right the ship or do anything productive with regards to my health. The last 4 days in a row, I've gone to the gym and I've eaten healthy, and, you know, that's the start of it. My body's very sore because it's the first time in a long time, but I'm pushing through the soreness for those second workouts, and it's going well. I already feel so much better. I won't look that much better for probably another couple months as long as I keep it up, but I feel good. I feel good. I may not look good, but I already feel good, and it feels good to go back to these good patterns again. But I'll provide like a bigger update in March. And I can make that video available a couple days early to Patreon members. See? And also, because I did make one video on this. Yeah, I should mention it here. So when I live stream, I'm live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm going to drop Kick from the repertoire, if you will. And the main reason is I'm not getting any traction on that site. Once multi-streaming opened up for Twitch and YouTube, you know, we've been funneling viewers into there, and it's been good. You guys on YouTube have been showing up. At some points during streams, there's actually more people on YouTube than on Twitch, which is cool. With Part 2 remaster and just being allowed to be on both sites, it's been very, very good. But Kick was good when Twitch was kind of being an asshole about if you were on Twitch, you could only be on Twitch. So when Twitch was kind of being assholes about that, it made sense to be on YouTube and Kick and then on Twitch. But all three at the same time, I've found that a bit less appealing. So pretty soon, I think I'm going to drop Kick as one of the sites that I'm streaming on, especially because I'm getting a lot of bot comments on there with like, hey, I followed your stream. I think you're cool. We should be friends on Discord. My Discord name is blah, blah. They're just bots because they all say exactly the same thing. It's been annoying. So I've been thinking of dropping it, but I want to replace it with something that could be equally as beneficial as Twitch and YouTube. Which gets me to my next point. When I made a video a month ago saying, "Can you follow my TikTok, please?" Which I know wasn't a very good look for me. But the reason being, I want to be live on TikTok. Let me repeat myself. I hate TikTok. I think it's horrible. I don't go on there. I only open it when my siblings send me memes from there. But there was one time I clicked on live thinking it was like my live dashboard or something. But instead it was just other live streams, and the first one that opened up was a 70-year-old doing ASMR with tapping and whispering, and this was my face. This was my, and I clicked away. It's weird. It's weird. But I've heard from other creators how, you know, it's a lot easier to get traction when you're live on there. So that's what I want to do, but I need 1,000 followers. When I made that video about a month ago, I had 170 or something. I'm up to 808. Again, I need 1,000 and I'll be able to go live on TikTok. And I've been posting there a little bit more frequently. Whenever, like, a clip I upload, I change the aspect ratio when I upload it. And, yeah, we've gotten it to 800. Need a little bit more help. Little bit more of a boost. And again, it's in one of the links below the video in the description. But yeah, that's about it. It's been a busy month and a half, and I'm excited for all these things to see the light of day. So let me know what you guys think. I'm excited for you to see more. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys. Bye.